Okay, so today I thought I'm going to make my lovely cacao drink with a twist, a Halloween twist. So this is my Mr. Pumpkin. I've already taken his insides out. I have roasted his lovely seeds, which I've already eaten half of. And now, whatever was inside him, I managed to puree with like a little bit of maple syrup to sweeten it. And I'm going to try and add this to the raw cacao drink. I really don't know how this is going to turn out. Maybe if I had milk to put with it, I could make it like a hot chocolate flavoured pumpkin latte thing. But I don't have milk, so I'm not quite sure what it's going to be like combining the two together and then just mixing it with hot milk. So this will be very interesting. I am going to obviously spice it up a little bit. I've got some cinnamon there. I'm actually going to add a little bit of nutmeg as well to flavour it. Right, got my pan and my water. Let that boil for a bit. Okay, so I think I'm going to kind of cook the cacao first, and then I think maybe halfway through I'll add this, because this doesn't really need to cook. This kind of just needs to heat up, because in order to puree this, I didn't just put it straight into a blender. I did put it in a saucepan first, and then that kind of boiled it down to like a nice mushy paste, and then I quickly put it into the blender. So I don't want to sort of overheat this up, so I think I'll put it in halfway through. Oh, I've only got big chunks now, I think. So you can probably see there's little bits that came off, but I'm just going to put a nice big chunk in like that. There's cinnamon. And a little bit of nutmeg. Yes, I know I'm using this. I don't have one of those tiny little mini graters, even though that would be fantastic. So a vegetable grater or a vegetable peeler will have to do today. And you know what? It works fine. Now I'm not going to touch this just yet. I'm going to leave it for about 5 minutes just to kind of come to the boil, and then I'll mix it up. In the meantime, I'm going to have some pumpkin seeds. Just in case you wanted to make these, you just rinse them off first in cold water. Make sure there's no other pumpkin pulp and stuff left on it. Then you put them on the tray. You can sort of pat them down with like a tea towel. And then I actually put mine in the air fryer. But first I mixed them with a little bit of oil. I added 5 spice and I added some cumin and I added some salt as well. And then I put them in the air fryer only for about 10 minutes, and it was the highest heat was on 200, and then it turns out nice and crispy. Right, let's see how this is doing now. So now you can use a whisk if you have one, but I don't, so I'm going to use a fork, and that's pretty fine. That's pretty much what I've been using the entire time. It just mainly helps to break it up at the bottom of the pan.
Okay, so now I'm going to turn it down just a little bit.
But this is what you want on the top. You want it to be nice and foamy. Boil this for 1 minute and then I'm going to turn it not all the way down, but mostly down. Okay, so I'm going to turn it down now. I don't even know how much to put in really. I think I'm going to put three spoons in. That will probably be enough for me to do one more. I mean, this could end up just tasting absolutely disgusting. But I really hope that it doesn't, because I put a lot of effort into it. And I know this time of year there are so many cafes that have these amazing spiced pumpkin drinks, but they're full of sugar and I can't have them. So I'm hoping a homemade one will taste just as good. Right, 1 more minute and then hopefully it'll be good to go. Oh, that's very good. I can taste the cinnamon, and then just at the end you can taste the pumpkin coming through. I thought it would be a bit of an odd taste, but I think because I have obviously sweetened it with a little bit of maple, you can use agave or honey, it's just made it very, very nice. Now that's perfect for me, but if you wanted it to be really strong flavour, I recommend putting another spoon of pumpkin pulp in, or even 5 if you really wanted to, but that was enough for me. Right, now on to my book of spells. I hope everyone has a wonderful Halloween.